All right, so we're going to talk about some of our initial combine settings for dry corn. The defaults that you can find in the Equipment Plus app or in your owner's manual, or the defaults that are for dry corn on display are pretty close. We're just going to talk about what we like to set before we go to the field. So we just measured our concave clearance. We're going to start with a 22. We did that by shelling the corn off the cob and measuring the cob. When we were shelling the corn, it's pretty easy threshing because it is dry corn. So we're going to slow our rotor down quite a bit, and we're going to do like a 340 for our rotor speed. Then for our chaffer and sieve, we're going to be at 19 for the chaffer. I like 19 and 14 for the sieve. It gives you a pretty good opening area to start with. Might have a little bit more in our tailings with 14, but we'll do that, and we'll do our power shutdown. We'll check that to see what we actually have in there, but we're going to start there. And then for our clean fan, I like to run it on the upper end of the default setting, around like 1250, 1300 RPM. So we're going to start 1250 and see how we get.
So what we want to talk about now is how to get your initial concave setting. So let me preface that by saying make sure that you check out our video on leveling and zeroing your concave. If that hasn't been done, then this procedure is really not going to mean anything. So make sure your concave is leveled and zeroed in our, just like you can view in our other video. So to get that initial concave setting, what we've done, we just walked out in the field and I just picked 6 ears right in a row. Okay, that you're going to get a average representative size of what the cob size is going to be. So I just went out and grabbed 6 consecutive ears right after the other, and we've got them here sitting on the tailgate. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these ears, we're going to shell some corn off of them, and then we got a set of opening wrenches in there, and we're going to actually measure the average cob size, and that's the setting that we're going to put in on our concave on the monitor. We're going to set our concave to that initial setting. Now, if you remember, or when you check out our concave zero video, we had, I believe, a 4 millimeter from the actual spacing of the concave when it was all the way closed to the clearance on the threshing element. So we do need to make sure that we take that into account. And so we're going to go ahead and shell this off. And then once we do that, we'll measure that cob size to get our initial concave setting.
So we went ahead and shelled the corn off the cobs here. Grabbed an opening wrench. It's 22 millimeters. It's a little bit tough down here on this end. When you get down here in the middle, fits just about right, and down here on the tip of the ear, it's a little bit loose. So we're going to start with a 22 millimeter opening, knowing that from our previous concave leveling video, we have a 4 millimeter gap with the concave fully closed. We're really going to have a 26 setting concave clearance, but in the cab we're going to show a 22 millimeter setting. Thanks for watching, coming out with us today in our combine series. If you haven't done so, go back and watch some of our other videos, such as concave leveling, power shutdown, crop flow, combine settings adjust. Feel like there's a lot of valuable information out there we can share with you.
Yep. So again, thanks for watching, and we appreciate it. Again, if you got any specific questions, don't be afraid to call your local Sloan implement dealer. They can help you with any specific questions that you might have. And again, we wish you a safe and successful harvest.